Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you two battles that I did on Pokemon Showdown. First, it's a Pukamuka and Gliscor lead. I go for the counter, expecting the Gliscor to go for a first impression, but it actually goes for spikes. So switching to Jolteon, trying to go for like a Thunderbolt or something. This is a Crustle. Crustles are very good special defense, so it doesn't really take that Thunderbolt too well, so I can two-shot it. So I end up two-shotting this Crustle, and then so the opponent brings in, I think, Gliscor. So Gliscor can't really do anything to because I'm choice locked, so I have no choice to switch out to Miraculous, trying to get off a Kick Drain and also resisting the Earthquake. So I resist the Earthquake and go for a Kick Drain, but it switches into Celesteela to resist it. Celesteela uses a Fire Blast to do a great chunk into my Miraculous. Or it might have been a heavy slam, I'm not really sure. So I switch into my Flogger since it's a mad special defense tank and take up the Fire Blast. Then I switch to Johto, expecting the Celsius switch, knowing that I can't do anything, and go for the Signal Beam on this Meowstic. Meowstic into a Shadow Ball, I get a -1 in special defense. They switch back into Gliscor to resist the Signal Beam, so all I can do is just switch back up. So I switch to my Dialga and try and hope for the best, and Gliscor actually goes for the Taunt. So now I go for the Draco Meteor, yes, and take out the Meowstic. I really want to take out the Gliscor, but just switched out. So now I can't really do much to this Celesteela, so I switch back into my Jolteon to try and get off a Thunderbomb. I managed to managed to take the first Fire Blast, and then switch back into Gliscor. I use the Thunderbolt and it's immune of that. I just end up sacking my Jolteon. Then I switch back into my Dialga and try to get off another Draco Meteor. I managed to take out the Gliscor with it. Now they bring it back a Gliscor. I go for another Draco Meteor to see how it does. And now I see that I won't really do much, so I have no choice but to switch out. So I switched into my Miraculous, not really knowing what to do, so I just tried to try and sack it. But Gliscor now goes for the, I think, Sucker Punch, and it takes out my Miraculous. My Floor just comes back in and tries to go for the Moon Blast, but first gets hit by a Sucker Punch. The Moon Blast activates the Gliscor's emergency exit, and now he switches, I think, into a Celesteela. So he brings the Celesteela. I can't really do anything to this, so I have no choice but to switch out. Bring in my Dialga to try and use Fire Blast on it, but then he doubles into a Gliscor. So now I have nothing to do with Gliscor except for just going for another Fire Blast, but unfortunately it misses. I survive another Sucker Punch and manage to get a Fire Blast, but it survives. Now it switches back into Celesteela, and I manage to get a Fire Blast onto it. He takes out my Dialga. I don't really have much to do now, except for my Doublade, my Florges, and my Pukamuka. And bringing my Doublade, thinking that I might be able to survive the first Fire Blast, but unfortunately I don't. Now I'm bringing my Florges to try and just do something to Celesteela, since Pukamuka doesn't have any offensive moves. I can't do anything to it either. So it survives the first Moon Blast, and I was thinking it might be an Assault Vest, that's why I go for another one, but actually it goes for the Protect. Now it can get a bit more leftovers recovery, so it can survive the next Moon Blast. So I just go for the Wish, just because I know I'm going to die anyway. Bringing my Pukamuka, which can't really do anything to this Celesteela, so the only thing it can do is go for counter. Surprisingly, it actually uses an attacking move, so I get to go for the counter, and now I'll go for another counter, but switches into Palkia. Now Palkia goes for the Thunder Wave, which misses, and I just go for the Light Screen and Reflect. So Palkia, I'm not really sure what I went for then, but it now goes for, it just keeps attacking until I have to forfeit. Now into the next match, there's a Pangoro lead and I have a Moltres. I straight away go for the Hurricane just to take out the Pangoro. That's one of the main threats down. Now Deoxys, I know it's going to go for Stealth Rock or something similar, so I stay with my Moltres and go for a Hidden Grass. See that I don't do much, I go for a Fire Blast next turn. It first goes for Psycho Boost and gets a -2 special attacks, and then now I can kill it. Next brings in Victini. Victini goes for revenge calls with a Zen headbutt. So I'm bringing my Nidoking to try and get her for Earth Power. Now this was a pretty big mistake because Victini could have at any time went for a Zen headbutt and one-shot me. But first it goes for a Grass Knot and then goes for a Zen headbutt. Now I'm bringing my Oricorio so I can just revenge kill with I think Revelation Dance. Yeah, his Revelation but I actually survived on 7 HP. That could have really important later in the match because now I can switch out bringing Slaking, which is a really big threat. Surprisingly good for the Earthquake, probably predicting me to switch out. And I'm immune, I'll get a bit of damage off. Now I'll switch into my Hydreigon because it has superpower, I can do quite a bit to it. My superpower was less when he switches into Incineroar because of the Intimidate from Incineroar. Now Incineroar tries to go for another fake out, and I just go for the U-turn to switch into my Rotom. Now I go for the trick to give it choice specs because Incineroar is normally a physical attacker, and so now I have no idea what move I just used against Incineroar. Now I over-predicted here and went for the Hydro Pump thinking that I might switch out, but the Trevenant just stays there and takes out my Rotom Wash. Now I just revenge killed this Trevenant with my Oricorio with Hurricane. So the wall has been taken out. Now they only have three Pokemon left, and I believe I have 3 as well. So now I just I was about to go for Hurricane, but it outspeeds me and goes for Pursuit. So even if I switched out, I would have died anyway. So now I go for Dracomew trying to take out Slacking, but that Victini that survives 7 HP gets me at half special attack. Because I killed that instead, and Slaking revenge kills my Hydreigon. Now all I have left is Gliscopod, and now the Slaking keeps going for a Giga Impact and taking out my Gliscopod. So yeah, that's the end of the battle. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time.